What's going on? All right. All right, we got a lot going on today. We got a lot going on in our world in general. Come on in, tell me where you're from. Let me know if you can hear me, by the way. StreamYard got StreamYard got something a little different going on today. So I want to make sure I want to make sure I'm seeing the right thing. All right. Drop where you're from. I am going to be speaking. Hey, what's going on? I see some of my members flowing in. What's up, Amala? What's going on? Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things that I think is pertinent to where we are as a country. Um, what's going on, Aura? What's up from Australia? I love it. I love it. New York, South Carolina. What's going on? All right. New York City. Yes. What's going on? Denise, hey, what's happening? Georgia is in the house. What's going on, y'all? Watching from Houston, Texas. I see you in the place. All right. Man, we got some stuff going on today. What's going on? Black Superman, what's up? Jesse, what's up from Virginia, Tennessee, Chicago, my city. All right. All right, if you are not for my members, I'm actually going to, after I get off with this, I'm going to go in real quick and do an update with you guys. And I want to show you something. I'm going to try to share my screen and show you a quick, simple way, um, a quick little, very, very simple tip that I use to enter into plays. Enter into plays. I went into I got into QQQ Friday. What's up from Hawaii? All right, Florida. I got into a option play with QQQ Friday, and by the time the market opened up, I was up $1,000 already. So I used a trailing stop loss. I got kicked out. It went up a little bit, but I want to show you what made me enter into that play. But I want to show you on the charts. But I'm going to do that after this live stream with my members. Okay. So, and I think it's a strategy that anybody can use. All right. All right. It's a lot happening. As we know, the government shutdown should be ending soon. So we'll see what happens with that. But listen, this is what I really want to share with you today. And I gotta say this because it's so important. Somebody said perfect time. Oh, or said it's perfect timing on my lunch break. All right, that's cool. That's cool. What's going on from Durham, North Carolina? I really feel like the window of opportunity is getting more slim, I would say, for a lot of people. And the whole idea, hey, what's up, Kimberly? The whole idea of building wealth, a lot of times when you have some of the greatest opportunities, is really when you position yourself before everybody else does. Okay. And so there's a small, hey, from Washington, what's going on? There's a small window of opportunity that's happening because, especially in the digital currency space, because institutions are still loading up, whether you think it or not. What's up? What's up? But I want to help you understand just where we are because really, honestly, we living in some real wild times. I need y'all to know, like, it don't matter. It's something new every week. A shutdown threat, a spending bill, the market drop, the market pop, everybody emotional. And what I want you to understand is a lot of this stuff, not just now, but just all throughout. It's not random, y'all. What's up from NYC? What's going on? It's not random, y'all. I'm not saying I know every secret behind the curtain. I don't. Hey, Lisa. Um, but I do know how this game works. And a lot of it is very rigged. Okay. Sometimes you'll have market crashes and what's going on, George. And a lot of this stuff don't happen by accident, y'all. Smart money know how to swing things the way they need it to. It's in the join button right by the video. If you're looking for the private group, if you're looking for the membership for YouTube, it's only $3.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Android users, I think, pay a little bit less than that. and it should be a join button by the video. Okay. If you watch it on a TV, some people watch on TVs, you would have to do it from your phone or your app or your computer. I hope they pay out that 2K. I know what to do this time. That $1,200 thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they giving money, y'all. You found it. Okay, awesome, awesome. You join that, and I'm gonna go into there after this, and I want to show you what made me a small little tip that anybody can use really to get into a swing trade. Um, Y'all, most of this stuff is so manufactured, meaning there's controlled volatility, okay? And they what they really want is sometimes they manufacture a drop, make you panic, then they run it back up so they can profit on both sides. And I need y'all to understand that it's a game being played that y'all don't really I don't know if everybody knows that this game is being played. And while a lot of people are stressing about politics and arguing back and forth and red and blue and and it's cool, you got to have your convictions and you got to fight for what you believe in, but at the same time I don't want you to miss the bigger picture. Yes, travel, they are playing with your emotions. You know what, let me just show y'all something real quick, how much is playing with y'all emotions, because all of this, that whether it's shutdowns, inflation, the cost, all of that, it's part of the same design. $2,000 won't be good for the overall economy. Yeah, yeah. So be careful not to spend it on liabilities. And that's what people trying to do. Squid Games is what they playing. Hey Zero, the Infinite, what's going on? Yeah, they playing a lot of games and people waiting. Y'all don't be sitting up. I'm not saying a stimulus check or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you invested in the right thing, okay? But don't be sitting up waiting. Everybody always waiting on somebody to give them something, y'all. Y'all, this part of the plan. It's a bigger plan. It's the same design to keep you emotional, to keep you distracted, to keep you dependent. All of it is all the same game. That's what I want to help you to understand so you can break it, because there's opportunity that happens underneath all of this, and people missing out on the opportunity. I promise y'all, most people don't even know what's going on, y'all. They don't. They don't. Right? First, I want to say, like this video. Like this video. It helps the algorithm. It helps to support the channel. Do me that favor. I'm going to invest all of it. That's right. Invest every last one of it, because I'm going to explain to you why you need to invest it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. Share this video. And everything I say is for educational purposes only. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just telling you my experiences and what I've learned along the way. So I just want to put that out there. Hey, Bill the Greatest. Thank you also. All right. So listen, because I want to be very real with you. And if you just hear me out, because most people don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, they sleepwalking. I'm telling you, they sleepwalking until they're gonna wake up and realize, man, I'm in a really bad place. The system, I keep telling you guys, is not designed to make you wealthy. So all of this stuff that gets pumped and it's not designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to make you useful. I'm telling you that, to keep you there's the system really wants you to continue to work, okay, consume, depend, all of it. It's called political theater, both sides acting. Yeah, y'all can't trust y'all. It's something deeper going on, okay? And you know what? I researched this. I went to Gemini because I wanted to ask how many people are on SNAP benefits right now? 42 million people. What's up, Charles? 42 million people. And I'm not saying there's no shame in getting help. I know people need help, right? But y'all, it's some people who they'll switch. Yeah. Travel said they will flip the switch, the money printer when people least expect it, and they will rush into that's what they do, and they playing a game, right? They run the show, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay again to need help or whatever, but the government shutdown should have taught you, if you are dependent in any way, and ain't no shame in that. I'm not saying it's any shame in needing help, but that has to be the light bulb that turns on, that says, wait a minute now, if they can feed you, they can starve you. Okay. So there's a light bulb that needs to turn on, that it's like, okay, I might need this right now, but I got to climb my way out of this. Okay. And so that's what I want to help you to do, is to climb your way out of this. Okay. And there's a way to do that. And there's a right way and a wrong way to do that. Okay. I have met people who said their family was on government assistance and food stamps and SNAP and all of that for 40 years. 40 years. Okay. If this ain't slavery, I don't know what is. I couldn't get those benefits. Am I buying FET? Not right now. I couldn't get those benefits even if I tried. I know, it, but listen, it's again, some people, especially if you're on disability. I'm not talking about that, y'all. I'm talking about people who can actually do what they can to get out of this situation. Yes, 40 years. It's people who are on there their whole life. Matter of fact, they won't work. They might keep having kids just to stay on there. You know what I'm saying? They do things to make sure they're going to continue to get those benefits, right? But they want you dependent. That's what they want. Think about it. Like, if everybody suddenly became debt-free, healthy, self-sufficient, what happens? The machine will stop running. What's up, England? England is in the house. So the system that's created outside of this, it needs dependency, credit cards, student loans, buy now, pay later, luxury lifestyles, borrowed money. And listen, those can be great tools if they use the right way. If you want to do a buy now, pay later because you want to invest in yourself or coaching or whatever, that's cool. But why are you using that for food? Why are you using that for like fast food? That ain't the way you use, you know what I'm saying, your those type of tools that you can leverage. You don't use credit cards to go out and pay for trips that you don't have the money to pay for, and buy clothes you don't have the money to buy. That's not how you use this, right? I can't wait to be debt free completely. I hear you. I only had EBT once in my life because I was a broke college student, right? And you would think that those type of helps are for broke college students. No, it's people who are adults and they could have made decisions to get themselves out of these situations and they know. And again, I'm not judging anybody. I know times can get rough, but I need you to understand. I need you to be educated, okay? Because what a lot of people don't realize is that this system is this exactly not for points either. Right. This isn't freedom. That's not freedom, y'all. That's control. And hear me out. The serpent never left. This is what I want you to think about. The serpent never left. It just got better at hiding. All right. Back then, okay, you got slavery and it's physical. Today is emotional, it's financial. Like, people are chained to payments and dopamine hits and consumption. And you think you might be living the dream. You just living a dream. But I'm telling you, you're living in a rat race is what you're living in. And it's all designed. It's a rat race. Somebody say, I'm buying a dip. I hear you. I hear you. I'm buying a dip too. You know what I'm saying? I was going to share with this. I was going to share this with you. For example, okay, so I'm gonna let you know how they plan this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't really get that they plan this. Okay, and this is, again, this is a complete. This is a cycle, y'all. This is a cycle. Like, y'all. It's an emotional and a financial cycle. Okay. Let me go to Coinbase real quick. I'm gonna talk when because you made a point when you said buy the dip. Well, people too scared to buy the dip, because really people not looking for financial freedom. They looking for a quick win. They looking for, you know what I'm saying? And so when stuff is going up, they chasing the hype because they like, oh, I'm gonna get a quick win. They not setting themselves up in wisdom. Okay. They're setting, they're just they're dependent. They're depending on the system to take care of things. But if they do have a decision or a control of what they want, I want something real quick. I want something real quick. So look, let me go to XRP for the week. And I tell y'all this simple thing. You can buy some of these assets on the weekly low and the monthly low. So let me show you this. I'm trying to follow the comments. Sorry. The new dopamine hit. Yeah, new dopamine hit is buying the dip. If you got a tendency to want to buy stuff all the time and you got an addiction, you just need to translate that addiction into buying good companies, right? Especially when they on sale. So XRP, the weekly low is $2.07. And the $75 call looks beautiful. I got to check that out. And then The weekly high is 258. So 207 all the way to 258. When it dropped to 207, was you buying it? The monthly low, and I say the monthly low is even better. I put limit orders in at the monthly low. Oh my God, I was about to ask you about XRP. Yeah. So, hey Roberto, can't lose if you don't sell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Buy index funds and you'll win long term. The monthly low of XRP DCA. I'm gonna talk about that. Monthly low of XRP. Um, Oh, we just got a new monthly low because I think before today it was at like 180. Okay. It was at like 180. Um, but it just changed literally. But the monthly high is $2.70. So you got people when it's crashing, they get scared, they start selling. And you know what? If you got crap coins, I understand you might want to roll it into something else that might make more sense. But I'm telling you, if you would get your emotions together, because they're buying it low and then they're selling it. And guess who they selling it to? You know, when you sell an asset, you got to have somebody to sell it to. Who you think they selling it to? They selling it to you, right? Listen, they selling it to you. And I need you to know there needs to be a setup. You know why? Because I'm gonna just be real 100 with you and tell you the government not gonna fix nothing for you. The government not fixing nothing for your life. I don't care what got opened up, what get closed down, whatever. Is the Democrats or the Republicans, are they coming to save you? No. Are they coming to knock at your door and say, you know what? How can we help you build generational wealth? How can we do that? They not doing that. That's on you. This is a new world order that's happening, and you can't put new wine in old wineskins. You can't build new wealth with old thinking. If you think like back in the day when our people felt like, oh, the government, oh, the pension, oh, this, like, no, no. I just read that it was a company that invested in windmills and lost 80% of their pension. Why are you investing in windmills? First of all, you're not managing y'all y'all not smart. Y'all done lost 80% of your pension. And then you got all these people that's relying on it. I'm telling you, you gotta do your own thing. You can't even save your way into being rich. You gotta build, you gotta own assets, and you gotta stop working for the system and start making the system work for you. Let me look at the comments. Um, I sub you stating facts. Yeah, XRP. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, my XRP crew. But listen, it's a utility coin, and y'all better get rid of them crap coins because that's gonna be a problem too. Okay. Listen, okay, let me just say this. Let me just say this so you can know what you should be invested in because this game is so rigged, it ain't even funny. And what's separating the people who's winning this game from the people who's losing is not intelligence. I know y'all think it is like, oh, they're intelligent, they're financially savvy and stuff. It's not luck. Oh, they was born with a silver spoon. I get some people born rich, but a lot of people have invested their way into getting out of poverty. But a lot the difference is what it is that you're holding and why you're holding it. Okay. Again, if you're looking for a not a home run out the park because you invested in these meme coins, right? You're gonna be in trouble. If it's not a coin that's tied to real utility, you're gambling. You're gambling. The powers that be want to see you broken, unhealthy, and fully dependent on them. Absolutely. Nvidia ran a little bit today. Windmills. Yeah, like windmills. From the UK listening to wisdom. Yeah, y'all. I'm those meme coins, those coins is going to zero, y'all. They're going to zero. I want you to know that. And I'm not saying some meme coins can't pump or whatever, but I can tell you the pump is gonna be real quick, y'all. And the rug gonna be pulled so fast underneath people's legs. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, most of them coins is going to zero. You gotta invest in real utility coins, or else you're gambling, right? Um, and right now we're seeing real money move. We're seeing they're powering real infrastructure, and a lot of the digital coins are being used by institutions. So you better invest in the projects with real world adoption. Everything else is hype, is speculation, and when the next wave of regulation starts to hit, it's done. It's over. Now, travel, I agree. Like you gonna have some that's gonna knock some off them zeros. I think the meme coin is like she was gonna knock off some of them zeros. Yeah. There's there again, you can make money. You can make money off of coins. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying smart money know how to get you to buy them. When they buy in, they're gonna get you to buy those coins. When you think it's about to be on a bull run, the bull run gonna be over. Oh, the Clarity Act is coming. You got to get coins with real world adoption. Again, the difference is what you hold, what you're holding, and why you're holding it. And the same thing with stocks, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I guarantee some of y'all, and this is gonna help you to understand why you really need to be educated. Because some of y'all even invest in stocks because somebody else tell you to invest in it. And granted, yeah, like the Magnificent Seven, blue chip stocks, they're great investments. But when is the last time that you went and looked at Nvidia or Tesla or Apple's, you know what I'm saying, PE ratios? When is the last time that you studied their earnings? Nvidia got one coming up. When is the last it's who's this today? Is it, I don't know who's this. Somebody's this today. I can't remember. But maybe it's CrowdStrike. I'm not sure. But when is the last time that you went and actually looked at the business to know what you're owning, how much cash flow they have? Are they increasing in cash flow? Are they increasing in debt? Are they losing money? Are they becoming more profitable each earning? When is the last time you even went to look at this stuff? These people aren't even reading the White House papers. That's right. I mean, you got to know what you're invested in and why you're invested in it. It's just going to make you a more educated investor. If you really, really want to make more money, you got to understand what it is you're investing in. And most of you guys might still be gambling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like with certain stocks you can make money, but even some of these stocks that go up and you make money off of them, you think they're a good company. You think you can go to sleep and wake back up and they still going to be going up. Your money will be gone as soon as you put your money in there. Some of these businesses are not profitable. And you're not going to know unless you go and look at the company. So you need to know, hey, is this just a business that I'm going to make money off of, a swing trade, or is this a long-term investment? You have to start becoming a little bit more financially savvy with this, okay? Because some of this junk is just going to get wiped out. Which software do I use to invest? I use all of them. I use Moomoo. I use Webull. I use Charles and Schwab's. I have a Fidelity account. I use E-Trade. I just like using different ones because it kind of helped me to know which ones I like for what. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of DCAs on Webull. Right now, I'm trading more on Moomoo, but I'm going to start trading a little bit more on Webull. I don't do any trading on Charles and Schwab's or even Fidelity unless they're actual stock swing trades. So I kind of got E-Trade is like my short-term account. Y'all need to replay this. And what she's saying, hey, I love it. I love it. Let me put that up. Let me put that up. Y'all need to replay this. And what she's saying, she's giving so much game. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you become more, increase your wealth IQ. Okay. I love Webull's layout. Now, for most people who are just getting started, energy stocks are cheap and going up. Yes, energy stocks. And you can have, and you want to, if you a good way, especially if you've been in it for a while, a good way to organize yourself and your thoughts is to take your long-term account and section it off into sections, right? Put it in sections like energy, tech or growth, my growth stocks or ETF stocks, of course, Roth IRA or whatever. You want to put them in sectors like for example, what do I have? I just so that first of all, so that you can see how much that sector is going up, down. Like it just makes it, if you got everything into one whole account, you want to now start to organize a little bit better. Okay. And this is so right. Like, okay, one of my accounts, I have ETFs, and then I have blue chip. Okay. Then I have growth. Okay. Those are my growth stocks. I put my tech stocks in there too. I could say growth and tech. I used to have it as tech and growth, but I changed it and made it shorter. Earth energy EV stocks, so you can move them and section them off into and organize them. That way you can see how that sector is performing. Okay. If you got it all together, um, it can be kind of hard to see what's performing good and what's not, if you understand what I mean. All right. And so do that, do that, do that. Yep, you gotta. I'm looking at some of these. Oklo, yes, American Rare Earths. Seriously study assets, politics, economy, crypto, stocks, and develop strategies every day. And you really got to keep up with all of this because it's all tied. Politics is now tied to your money. Okay. Why? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because the White House moves the market. Now, I'm not, you can have an opinion about it, but you just need to know. Everything I say is for educational purposes only. I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, or sell. I'm not your financial advisor. You can lose money investing in stocks. I have to say that, but everything I say is for educational purposes only. But the White House moves the market, right? And so if it's a tweet, if it's a tariff, if whatever, your money is affected. So you got to study all of this stuff, guys. You got to study, you got to keep up. And if you don't, that's how you're losing. And you know what? Listen, if you don't, just invest in nice make sure you got enough ETFs in your portfolio. Okay. Most of you all, you can get these blue chip companies in your ETFs. So if you're not going to be actively learning and actively following things, then you're probably someone who might benefit more from mostly ETFs. Okay. And I think you should have mostly ETFs anyway. I think you should have a good solid foundation of ETFs in your portfolio. All right. Gold, listen, draw them in the house, Powell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. You can trade on Powell's speeches. You got to follow all of this. I tell my wife all the time I have to pay attention to all of this because our money will be affected. Yes, your money will be greatly affected. Okay. So you gotta educate yourself and you gotta follow the news. The news will move the market, man. That day that I don't know what day, the day of the crash, whatever day that was about a month ago. I was getting in my car and I was headed to martial arts. And and all of a sudden I start getting these alerts because I have alerts, when my trades reach certain numbers, I have alerts, and I just start getting all these alerts like, why is things crashing? I was riding down the street. I pulled over. I said, oh no, 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 no. Like the only reason why something like this could be happening is from news. So I couldn't get to it quick enough, and I'm trying to ask ChatGPT what's the news, what's going on. I'm just trying to figure it out real quick, and but I had stopped limits on all of my plays, but I went ahead and just sold everything because I knew that it was tanking and I knew that it was news related, and I'm like, nope, I'll get back in. Like I'm not, you know what I mean. And I had a lot of play. I didn't have I had about $10,000 worth of plays open at the time. And so you gotta listen. Some people are gonna get a hard landing, and some people gonna get a soft landing, and that's on you. It's not the government, it's not your job, it's not the economy. You. If you sitting around waiting for somebody to save you, to educate you, to tell you what's going on, you're gonna already lose. I'm telling you, you got to take control. You got to build assets. You got to get out of this rat race. And the only way to do that is by owning things that grow in value when you are asleep. Okay, that's it. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? So what am I doing right now? Here's what I'm doing. And y'all let me know if y'all still here with me. Here's what I'm doing. Okay. And like I said, after I get done with this, I'm gonna go show the charts to my membership group from YouTube, and I'm gonna show them why I got into a QQQ play, and it's gonna be real simple, and you're gonna be able to do the same thing. And it ain't even, like, yes, we all learn technical analysis and we up in our game with stuff like that, but this is something that anybody can do. What am I doing? Well, first of all, I'm calm. Why am I calm? Because I'm DCAing, because I'm nibbling on the dips, and because I'm thinking long term. That's it. I am not, I just don't understand the frenzy. And look, nobody likes for their crypto to be down. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at blood, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, red when the crypto was crashing and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm so long term, I'm so peaceful about it. I'm DCAing into it, and that's the name of the game. Okay, and you got to stay calm because we all seen this movie before. The setup is always the exact same, and if you don't learn the rules, you're gonna keep playing the game wrong. That's just how it's gonna happen. Okay, you're gonna keep working harder for less. You're gonna keep feeding the system designed to keep you completely dependent. But if you wake up and you start seeing it for what it is, you can build something very, very different for your life. Okay. And that's a choice that you have. It's the hard landed or it's the soft landed. But you got to wake up and you got to decide, am I going to be dependent or am I going to be free? And that's going to require some dedication from you. Come coming. Yeah. And you know what? There's gonna I believe there's gonna be a lot of volatility moving forward. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of volatility, and volatility brings a lot of opportunity, but you got to keep your emotions sane. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your emotions together when it comes to this. All right. So yeah, I just I hope that some of the people and I hated that people weren't able to eat and still aren't in the air flights, and it's becoming hazardous, not enough air controllers and workers and stuff. That's just very disappointing. I think they got to give some back pay, if I'm not mistaken. Allegedly, I can't remember what I read, if I read that or not. I think I did. But there's going to be other stuff to come. They're trying to run the show. Okay. Says everything will be digitized. Yeah, yeah, everything is going to be digitized. That should be a signal to relax and let them work on it. Just position yourself. And that's the thing, is that you got to be positioned before this happens. You know why? You know why? I'm going to tell you why you have to get positioned now, because you're going to get priced out. You're going to get priced. If you can't take a little bit of your nail money and put it in some assets now, you're not going to be able to afford it. This is why people don't really understand. People think that they're going to all of a sudden invest and do stuff when they get more money. Well, when I get a little bit more money, when I get this stimulus check, listen, if you ain't invested now, you ain't going to invest that stimulus check. You're going to spend that stimulus check, like most people are going to, because they're not investing now. The only people who are going to invest that stimulus check are people who are investing now when they got $5, when they got $10. You're not going to invest $2,000 if you can't invest $20. That's just the way it works. And people think that, oh, when I get more money and I get more time and I get more this and I get more educated, then all of a sudden I'm going to do it. If you're not doing it with the least, you're not going to be doing it with the more. I'm just telling you. He who gathers little by little. I like that. Proverbs 13 and 11. Proverbs 13 and 11. I hope I quoted that right. Right. I think I did though. He who gathers little by little, right? You trying to knock it out the park and you're going to lose it that way. Habits matter. Okay. So I'm saying that to say, start your habits now. You're not going to start them when you when in if and when and if and when and if never comes. Because when and if you're spending the little money you got now, you're going to spend the more money that you get. If somebody come and drop you $1 million, you're gonna spend it on a Lamborghini, you're gonna spend it on some clothes, you're gonna one lady allegedly, I said this in one of my videos, um, spent $10 million. She spent $10 million, took all kind of trips with her friends and family when she got the money, and it was gone after so many years. That's that tax. That's that tax, the family tax, the family and friends tax, where they want your money because you got money. All that easy money went fast. That's exactly right. Easy money that somebody dropped right in your hand. You know what I mean? You ain't got the mentality to manage that money at all. And I keep saying this scripture um in Proverbs. I said it the last time that I was on. Um what happens, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. They'll increase it. And so, I just want to get your mindset right. That's what I'm here for. And I'm hoping that I continue to encourage you. Hit that like button. If I said anything that hit home for you, just hit the like button. Make sure you share this video with somebody, because we need to get positioned, because there is a new order coming and you're going to be priced out. You're not when listen, some of these prices have already been labeled by institutions. They already know where these prices are going. That's why they're accumulating. They are accumulating and they're quietly doing it. And by the time it all comes out, they're going to be already positioned. And then boom, I think some of these you might have in the future. And I'm not saying that, I'm not giving you the timing, but I am saying that there may be times where um it's like you wake up and something has completely changed with an asset, maybe with a cryptocurrency, like it's completely changed, like the price is unavailable, like something like where it's just gone, like there's no more real access to it, or it's just you priced out. Like I don't know if some of this stuff is like we got time now, but there's gonna be a moment where you're gonna wake up and things are gonna be different. Things are just gonna be different, and it's gonna be you don't have no, you're done. You're done. And don't tell me, and this is what I mean by the old way of doing things. Because you know how your grandmama and all of these other people might say, well, you need to save your money and you need to budget it. You know what? Inflation gonna eat the meat off that savings and spit the bone out. You ain't gonna have nothing left. You're not gonna be able to save your way through inflation. Inflation is gonna eat away at your savings. Now, I'm not saying don't have an emergency fund. You should have an emergency fund in a high yielding savings account. But what I'm telling you is that you can't just save your way through this. Inflation is going to rise higher than your money's going to be deteriorating in the process. You got to put them in assets that are going to appreciate, assets that are going to be utilized, assets that institutions have adopted. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to be a day you're going to wake up and things are going to be different. So I'm telling y'all, the window of opportunity is nigh. Is nigh. Okay. And politics is trapping you. Get your head in the game. Start DCAing, start buying some of these dips. It doesn't matter if it's $5, you all. It's interesting how people say I have no money and they get their hair and nails done every single week. They out eating, they ordering Uber Eats, they watching Netflix every week, they going to concerts, they flying on planes, going to trips. Okay, you got money. You got money. And I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Not for fear that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. Look, most people can't even afford to buy 5,000 right now. Yep. You think you're gonna be able to, you think when it goes up or needs utility, you think you're gonna be able to afford it then? Nope. You better try to get you at least 100 for the long term. It's easier when I just say long term. You're gonna go through dips, and I'm not promising you what the price is gonna be right this moment. But you can get a little bit of ETH, a little bit of Solana. You can put $50 here and $50 there as it's drop. I mean, you should have been doing that when it was dropping. You know what I mean? So so I said that money in the mattress is dead too. No, yeah, that's dead. You leave your money in the mattress, first of all, your family might steal that money these days. Listen, it's gonna get bad for people. And when it get bad for people, they start stealing. They start doing things that you never thought that they would do. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I ain't even gonna talk about. I ain't even gonna talk about. I was about to say something, but I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna go there into politics because people gonna get mad. But anyway, like people gonna start when they. I was listening to people say like, if that Snapchat don't come, I'm gonna steal it, and I wish you would meet me, try to chase me out to the parking lot. I'm gonna have my crew there, and I'm gonna beat your beep and a beep beep beep. Like people was they ain't even the check hadn't even stopped, and they was already boasting about the crime that was gonna happen. So you think when people priced out and the world change and we go through recession and all of that, and if you think, man, people gonna get crazy, and you sitting there with all your wealthy self, your family gonna be like, who you think you are? You better help every last one of us. You better drain every resource you got on us. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I think you should help your family, but I think it needs to be on your terms and not their terms. That's called entitlement. That's called entitlement. And we don't move off of entitlement. We have boundaries. I know in this household we do. I hope y'all do too, because your family will drain every drop that you got. If you don't believe me, go and look at the documentaries. I watch them all the time. Go look at the documentaries where the people practically had a heart attack trying to sing and act and pay all their family members who don't even show up. They don't even show up to work. And you got to hire them and put money in their pockets. And then they push you up on stage and say, but you got to sing because we got to get paid. And then you die. And then That's it for you. And they don't even care. Right. So I'm not saying, y'all, listen, I got a beautiful family. I don't have family and friends like that. Let me just pause and say that I got beautiful community and I have lovely people around me. I'm happy I do. Because, well, I guess I wouldn't have anybody like that around me. Okay. They would know, they wouldn't even feel comfortable around me like that. Anyway, start assessing your environment. As a matter of fact, as you're building wealth, assess your environment. Because before I go, the last thing I'm going to tell you this is your number one enemy when you get wealthy is going to be poor people. I'm telling y'all, even if you don't like what I'm saying, it's the truth. Your number one enemy as a wealthy person will be poor people. They're going to think you owe them something. They're going to be mad at you. Do y'all know people just get mad at wealthy people? Who do they think they are? They need to pay their share due. What does that even mean? I think everybody should be generous with whatever they have. Okay. So the measure in which you give is the measure with you which you receive. Is fair. But what does that mean? You're not in their pockets, you're not in their life. You're they don't talk to you. You don't talk to this wealthy person. What do you mean? You don't even know what they're doing. Most of the wealthy people are the ones funding schools and neighborhoods and stuff. You ain't got no money. You ain't hiring nobody. What are you talking about? They need to pay their fair due. You ain't got the ability to. It's amazing how poor people speak negatively about wealthy people and they ain't got no money. Does that even make sense, y'all? So I'm telling you, your biggest enemy are going to be poor people when you become wealthy. Mark my words. All right. If y'all enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't, please share this with somebody. I'm trying to prepare you guys for what's ahead. Also, if you want to join the membership for the YouTube, I'm about to get off and get on with them. It's $3.99. And if you want a full coaching experience, then make sure you join our health challenge, our health and wealth challenge, 90-day health and wealth challenge. The link is in the description, so you can see it there. And we deal with your body, your money, your mindset, all of it, because it's all connected. You can't build wealth if your health is falling apart, and you can't enjoy your health if you're stressed about money. It's just that simple. And so we combine the two, and we make sure that we target these two areas that destroy people's lives the most, which is health and wealth. And I'm going to be getting you. I got some educational stuff that I'm getting together. I'm working with some amazing people, and I'm going to have some amazing resources for you guys. I'm telling you, it's time to prepare. There's something big coming, and you guys got to be ready. So make sure, again, you like the video. You're only late to Bitcoin when it hits $1 million. That's right. That's right. Because it's still got to go through 200,000. It's still got to go to 250. It's still got to go to 500,000. Y'all. It's still got to get to 1 million. Right. And they're still got high predictions of 1.2 to 1.5. I think Kathy brought it down to like 1.2 still. Okay. Even if it hit half that, that's 500,000. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And he is my favorite too. I absolutely love that man. And I'm going to be working with him actually. So stick around because I got some stuff that I'm going to be working with him with and sending your way. Some stuff that you really need to invest in. And I'm serious, man. I'll share a little bit about that later, but there's some stuff that he has, that some educational programs and stuff that you need to invest in. So we're working on that, and I'll keep you updated about that. All right. There he is. Cool. He is amazing. And he's helped me to be level-headed and gain wisdom in the stock market, in business. And I mean, he's a genius. He's a little genius. Y'all, what y'all think y'all know about him on YouTube, if you really get into his brain and the way he thinks, it is absolutely genius. I'm telling you. And he's been doing it for a long time. So yes, I concur with that. All right, guys, I am about to still on a learning curve. Yep, saw the gaps today. Yeah. Oh, and also I am doing more pre-recorded videos. So you may see on my page some videos being released, and I'm doing that for you guys. So I'm getting comments and stuff about certain topics that you guys want me to talk about. And so I'm doing that in some of my videos. So make sure you watch those videos too, because I'm going to be helping you build wealth, have a healthy mindset, understand the financial market, all of it, taxes, everything. I'm hitting all of that. Okay. So make sure that you are following my page to make sure you get those videos as well. So I'm going to continue doing the lives, but I'm also adding new videos all the time. Yeah, I love him, Dorothy. Yes, absolutely. And so, all right, guys, share this video, like it on your way out. I'm gonna hang out with some of my members. So, hey, y'all, those who are a part of my members, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna switch over, and I want to show you guys something in the charts that helps me to enter into swing trades. Hey, we got some new members. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there. If anybody want to learn about, and I'm telling you, this is something anybody can do, because trust me, I know technical analysis is like very hard for a lot of people, and I'm still learning it. I think anybody who does trading is always learning technical analysis, but this is something very, very simple that anybody can do, and it kind of helps you to know when is a good time to enter into a swing trade. All right, all right. All right, I'll see you guys on there. I see some new members coming in, and I appreciate that so much. Let me just give you some love, Corella, and we got you there, Kim. Give you some love, and then Fabric of Life, give you some love, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, peace out.